say Andy's coming?
Thought he was gonna try, but with the snow and everything, he might not. My husband.
Should we wait?
No. No, he knows it's 3 o'clock, so it's okay.
Okay.
And now being the magic hour, 3 o'clock, we can call the January 25th meeting of the Laconia Police Commission to order. Would you please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let the minutes show that Executive Assistant Lori Marsh is recording secretary, and a roll call, Commissioner Davis?
Here.
Commissioner Mello?
Yep.
Commissioner Woodham is here. I'd like to recognize Chief Matthew Canfield, present at the table. And we have a quorum, so we will proceed with the agenda. Personnel matters.
We can move right to the swearing-in if that's okay.
Yep.
So I'm very pleased to announce that Officer Anna Croto is coming back to us. She worked for us previously. She grew up in Worcester, Massachusetts, and graduated from Burncoat High School in 2005. She went on to Bridgewater State College, where she received a bachelor's degree in criminal justice in December of 2008. Anna moved up to New Hampshire, where she married her husband Andy in April of 2009. Together they have 3 boys, Caleb, Carl, and Cullen. Anna joined the Laconia Police Department in September of 2013 and became a certified police officer in 2014. In April of 2019, she left us to work for the Stratford County Sheriff's Office for a short period of time before spending a few years at the New Hampshire Attorney General's office. Since then, she has decided to come back to her roots and will be returning to us. So very happy to have her return to us.
Thanks.
I think we're all set.
All right, please raise your right hand. Do you, Anna Croto, do solemnly swear and affirm that you will faithfully and impartially discharge and perform all duties incumbent upon you as a full-time police officer for the city of Laconia, New Hampshire, according to the best of your knowledge and abilities, agreeably to the rules and regulations of the city of Laconia Police Department, the Constitution of the laws of the United States of America, the laws of the state of New Hampshire, and ordinances of the city of New Hampshire, the city of Laconia, excuse me. So help you God.
I do.
Okay, if you could please sign right here. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you so
We'll
much.
see you around.
Run the gauntlet. Welcome back.
Thank you so much.
Welcome back.
Thank you so much.
Welcome back.
Thank you so much.
Glad to have you back.
Thank you so much, Chief. Hey, am I? Am I? So you're the only new person?
Excited?
So much for coming.
So you're the new person?
Yes.
I'll send these on to you.
Perfect, thank you.
Great.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Anna.
Would she do at the AG's office?
She worked for the Public Integrity Unit.
He was one of the inspectors that came around to the polls.
Oh, okay.
Is that Concord?
Yes. Yep.
All right, moving on to the agenda, accommodations and awards. Chief Canfield,
Nothing.
resignations, retirement. Chief
Happy to
Canfield.
report there's nothing there.
Promotions and classification changes.
Nothing.
Command staff reports, support division, Chief Canfield.
Detective Tony Horan will be traveling to, I believe it's Georgia, to attend the Force Science Certification course. One of the big emphasis in training right now is de-escalation and use of force. Force Science is a very well-known institute where they study the uses of forces, interpret the uses of forces in ways to end with better results. So Tony is he is our lead firearms instructor, very capable and very good instructor, and this will enhance his abilities to do that. A couple of detectives will be attending the conducting child death investigations in our goal to move towards certification as a major crime unit within our detective unit. They continue to work hard on support and maintenance of a number of open grants that we have. They're working on, all of our new cars are in. They're in the process of getting them equipped. These were ordered back last March, so with delays in getting equipment and supplies, they'll be getting on the road within the next month or two. And then this month's in-service training for all sworn personnel was use of force and de-escalation training. That's it for support.
Operations division, Chief Canfield.
They're very heavily into planning for Motorcycle Week. This will be the 100th year, so we anticipate that might be an uptick in busyness. They have a new dispatcher that's towards the end of her training program, which will make them at 5 full-time dispatchers. And they're working on a new way of pulling statistics out of our scheduling software to account for officer time, particularly in the areas of training and other commitments that they're off the schedule from the patrol area. So hopefully we can produce some charts and graphs to present to you as well. That's it for operations.
Okay. Commission action. You all had a chance to look at the December 21st minutes. I'll entertain a motion if there are any corrections.
Make a motion that we accept the minutes as written.
Your second.
Second?
A motion made by Commissioner Mello, seconded by Commissioner Davis. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Passes unanimously. The meeting minutes of December 21st, 2022, accepted as distributed. Out-of-state schools.
There's a request to send Officer Thompson to an autism awareness for law enforcement seminar in Portsmouth, Rhode Island at Roger Williams University. This is one topic that I think we can do better in as far as training and awareness, not only in how to interact with autistic individuals, but also response if an autistic individual went missing, and how to maybe locate them or protect them before something tragic happens. So Officer Thompson had a particular interest in attending this course and is requesting to attend that one-day seminar in Portsmouth, Rhode Island. There is no cost to the class, but it is an out-of-state school that requires commission approval. The second training request would be for an out-of-state school to send Sergeant Carlson and Officer Eric Cody to Illinois to attend the Crash Data Retrieval System Operator course. As part of a grant program, we were able to obtain approximately $60,000 in crash data computer equipment to forensically download information from the car's computer systems that were involved in serious car crashes. So the cost of this training is covered by the grant program, but they would certify them to use that equipment. So those are the 2 out-of-state training requests.
Any questions? I'll entertain a motion to,
Make a motion, we approve the 2 out-of-state training sessions as presented.
is there a second?
Oh, thank you.
Is there a second? Commissioner Mello, second. Okay, seconded by Commissioner Mello. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. The, both of the out-of-state schools have been approved.
Officer Thompson's not a SRO, right, in any of the schools?
She is not.
She's not.
You want these?
No, those are duplicates, sorry.
Huh?
These will work. Those are duplicates.
Review of the monthly activity reports, monthly highlights, Chief Canfield.
So for the month of December, wrapping up last year, we had a total of 1,786 calls for service. As you remember, we changed some of our categories, added a few, so some of these statistics are late in the year. But since they were changed, we had 105 park walking talks. Officers have been very active in getting out of their cars and checking businesses at night or just providing visibility, especially in the downtown area during uncommitted time. Conducted 394 extra patrols, 12 community policing events, 212 criminal offenses were investigated, made a total of 90 physical custody arrests, clearing 147 cases. We took 15 people into custody for intoxication, responded to 27 domestic disturbance calls, 42 other disturbance calls, investigated 8 violation restraining orders, and volunteers with the Victim Services Unit donated 8 hours of volunteer time during the month.
Questions? Criminal Investigative Unit statistics, Chief Canfield.
So for December of last year, detectives were assigned 16 initial cases, conducted 14 follow-ups on other cases, made 1 felony arrest, initiated 12 felony charges, 3 misdemeanor charges, executed 16 search arrests or juvenile petitions, cleared 2 cases exceptionally, conducted 18 sex offender registrations, 3 background investigations, covered 11 patrol shifts, and conducted 3 polygraph examinations. In addition to that, they did 59 body-worn camera redactions. As part of detectives, they're also, we've been approved for the Granite Shield money, specifically to go out and work in drug areas or locate drug problems. So they've been heading that up and combining with patrol to get those extra patrols done as well.
Questions? Budget printouts, Chief Canfield.
No questions. We're on track. We're at 46.15% through the year, and things are looking good.
Monthly traffic statistics, Chief Canfield.
For December of 2022, we issued a total of 94 parking tickets, majority of which were for snow removal. Responded to 56 total motor vehicle accidents, 6 of which had injury. And we conducted a total of 216 motor vehicle stops, issuing 183 written warnings and 4 motor vehicle summonses.
A monthly fleet report, Chief Canfield.
Nothing on the fleet report other than the new cars are in and being equipped.
Will be on the road when?
Hopefully in the next month to 2 months. Unfortunately, scheduling and getting all the equipment has been a bit of a challenge.
Correspondence to and from the department, Chief Canfield.
We had a nice thank you letter from a previous police officer that used to work here. He was invited to the retiree luncheon, but was unable to make it, but he appreciated it. And we're working on trying to get him to come back into the police department, because he hasn't seen the new department since we left Church Street. There was also a nice thank you letter from a young boy in Massachusetts who happened to meet Officer Rick Bassett at the Pumpkin Festival. His picture was included here with his little police outfit. His father sent us a nice thank you letter saying that it made a really big impression on his son, and in return, we sent him a couple commemorative things, a cop card poster, some cop cards, and some other trinkets, and I think it really made a big impression on his life. And they live in a town in Massachusetts, and his dad commented that he wished their police department down there did interacted with youth like we do. So, very proud of Officer Rick Bassett and the way he conducted himself. And
Chief's report, Chief Canfield.
we'll once again be supporting the Special Olympics Winnie Dip, which will be held at the first or second week of March. As such, if employees are allowed to grow beards as long as they're kept neatly trimmed, if they raise $100 or more to the cause. So that began January 1st, so you'll see a number of officers have decided to participate, so you see them wearing beards until the Winnie Dip. Some of the new technology I've spoken about in the recent past, including the Spider Tech software, which, if you remember, this will send automated text messages and customer service feedback. We're working on getting those rolled out, along with the Imprivata multi-factor authentication and first arriving software. It's been a lot of work to get them implemented, but they are moving forward. We have meetings on them quite regularly. The employee satisfaction survey will be released within the next week or so. And it's important to hear feedback from our officers and look for ways that we can improve working conditions or make things better. Clear accreditation year one review was complete in November. No issues found, so thanks to the credit of Robin Moyer and all of her hard work. Security fence project, as I'm sure you've noticed, the fence has gone up. It is not complete. It's been delayed quite a bit due to the logistical issues on the company's part, but they're supposed to be here, I think, tomorrow to finish the project. So barring that or any other unforeseen things, hopefully it'll be done in the near future. De-escalation training, I won't read all of it, but it's listed out there. Give you an overlay of what we have done for de-escalation training. We've always done it through our accreditation, our national accreditation. As a catalyst to doing more of it, in 2020, the governor came out with a Commission on Law Enforcement Accountability, Community and Transparency, which required a minimum of 2 hours of in-service training specifically focused on de-escalation, implicit bias, and ethics. We always have far exceeded that, and we certainly far exceed 2 hours of annual training in this area. Since that date, we've had over 2,500 hours of training for the department, so certainly some good stuff there. If you remember back to 2021, we were awarded a $200,000 grant through the Department of Justice for de-escalation. That funded 4 officers to become certified verbal judo de-escalation instructors, as well as to obtain Axon virtual reality training, goggles and equipment. Those have arrived, so we'll be looking to get those implemented into the training program. And then lastly, we're looking to have all of our supervisory staff complete an instructor course as de-escalation instructors. So certainly an important topic. Our eventual goal will be to get everyone through the National Alliance on Mental Health Crisis Intervention Training, which is a really good training that they do, but it's 40 hours long, so logistically it may take a while to get there. We've been working with New Hampshire Homeland Security to do a tabletop exercise in March with a full-scale exercise in April centered around an active shooter event at the Pleasant Street School. So we've done these in the past, and certainly some department-wide training which will incorporate other agencies in preparation that, God forbid, we have such an event occur here. We are adequately prepared and trained to respond to such an event. One of the ideas came from an officer about recognizing certain events such as Autism Awareness or Domestic Violence Month that other departments do. So we've been working on creating some patch designs that we'll be able to change out the left shoulder patch on officers' uniforms for the month. So once those are done, I'll present those to you so you have an idea what they look like. We conducted the assistant prosecutor position interviews just before Christmas. Unfortunately, none of the candidates were selected for the position, so we'll be doing that again in March with a new batch of candidates. In preparation for that, to create more office space, the upstairs work area is in the process of being renovated into an office, and then we'll be moving the copier and all the other office supplies into what was a storage closet at the top of the stairs. We got a quote to do this construction, which is not all, it's not a super big project. We got a quote from a local construction company of $50,000 to do it. In turn, we asked one of our officers who is skilled in doing construction if he'd be willing to do it, which is Rick Bassett, and he said he would. So far, I think we're into the project for about $1,500 to $2,000. So, which by the end of it, we might be around $3,000, $4,000 with the electrical work. So, it's nice that we have employees that are, one, skilled to do that stuff, but also that are willing to step up and do something outside of their normal job duties. So, stop in and take a look at it. I'd love to show it to you. 2022 wrapped up the year with 59 overdoses, 5 suspected fatal overdoses, and since January 1st, there's been 2 line-of-duty deaths across the nation. So that's all I have for my report.
Commissioner Mendel, are you going to participate in the Winnie Dip again this year?
What's that?
Are you going to participate, excuse me, in the Winnie Dip again this year?
Who, me?
Yeah?
I never did.
Oh.
I was wondering if you were. If you go, I might go.
Old business,
Nothing?
new business,
Nothing?
other business,
Nothing?
citizen comments. Confirmation of the next meeting date. February 15th. Any conflicts?
Bring your Valentine's to exchange that day, right?
Day before, it's not that.
That's right. It's the day before Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Day after.
Wear a red tie, red shirt.
Boy, really have.
Entertain a motion to adjourn.
So move.
I will second that.
A motion by Commissioner Mello, seconded by Commissioner Davis. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, passes unanimously. Meeting's adjourned at 3:23 PM.
Where's the Winnie Dip happening?
The Margate.
Martin?
Yep. I can get you the date if you want to stop down.
Yeah, I'd like to, I'm not gonna do